$600 at least.
Okay, so get ready, get set, because you are about to see something that truly, always one of our best sellers when we offer you the proof sets. This is a half a century of proof sets that you're looking at right here. We're doing it at a price break today, $200 off, $999.95, item 128929. So all of this comes to my house, to your house.
For $200 off, price break. By the way, this is the last primetime airing of this at price break, okay? That we're gonna have. I have 130 sets. Here's what happens. We're gonna spend a little bit of time here. I have to, it's a lot of stuff.
Oh, it's huge.
Okay, I gotta go over a lot of things here. People like to sit back, settle in, listen, and do all of that. And you can figure out kind of the value of this. You got that? It takes a while. Don't get caught short at the end, okay? Don't wait too long, because that's what happens. Everybody listens, you know. We literally don't sell any of these for 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, because there's a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna go over all of them. But then at the end, all of a sudden, everybody goes crazy, and I've only got about 100 or so, a little over 100 of these. So don't get caught short, particularly last time at price break. So here's what you do. This is a dirty little secret of United States coin dealers. And people always say, what do you mean by that? Well, here's the thing. These are United States government issued proof sets. The only way to basically get San Francisco minted coins from 1968 through today is in a United States government issued proof set. These are special coins. Proof is not a condition, but a method of manufacturing. These coins are made differently. These are the special presentation coins. The United States government has made a proof set every year since 1936. It is one of the most eagerly anticipated releases of the United States government each and every year. I have got here for you every American proof set from 1960 through 2009. The United States government did not make proof sets in 1965, 66, and 67. They were moving the proof-making capacity of the U.S. government from the Philadelphia Mint to the San Francisco Mint. They did, however, make what were called special mint sets that were intended to take the place of the proof sets. Many people, when they try to sell you these, do not include them. They say because they're not proof sets. The real reason is that they're just as rare and collectible and valuable and desirable. We do include them. Okay, that's about an additional coin by coin $200 and $250 value for those 3 sets. So now let me explain to you what I mean by buying like a coin dealer. What you have is these coins. If you're a Kennedy half-dollar collector and want a 1995 San Francisco Mint Kennedy, the only way to do it is get it out of this set. To break this open literally with a hammer and get this coin out, the San Francisco Mint coin, the only ways to get it is right here. Okay, the only way to get it is right here. That's true for every coin in this series. So what happens is while I sell you every single one of these sets at basically $20, $19.99, individually, coin by coin, these are worth significantly more. It's why you don't see other people doing this. And the reason is you can just bust these open and sell them for significantly more. As a matter of fact, I did the technical term for this, I guess I did some ciphering. And so what I did is I went to one of the largest nationally advertised catalogs. They've been around 50 years. When I was a paper boy, I bought coins from these guys. And I went through as many of the coins in this collection as I could find, coin by coin, and they came up with their price. And it's just about $3,000. Not $999. So they can break these up and sell them individually, basically for closer to $3,000. So here's ultimately what it comes down to. We're charging about $20 a set. Okay, $20 a set is what it comes to. If you want to buy the brand new set from the United States government, 2016, I think it was released 2 days ago. It's going to cost you, I think it's $37.95 plus shipping, and 40-something bucks. Okay. Is what it's going to cost you. I can give you 50 sold-out limited editions, not for $47, but for 20 bucks. People going, well, I mean, what happened? So what about the 2010? I have some 2010s. I think they're on hsn.com. They're $149. I got some 2011s. They're $199. I have some 2012s. They're $299. So the next 3 sets after this are going to run you about 600 bucks. Okay, so let's start looking at this in terms of what this is. So now we started in 1960. So 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Those are silver. These are the last of the silver proof sets. So if you look at these silver Franklin half dollars that are in here and the silver first year of issue Kennedy that you have here, these are proof coins. Those coins are going to sell in the neighborhood of $50 to $60 a piece for those. And let me explain to you why. Alice, do you mind holding that for me just one second? I want to take, what's it going to be? Let me take this one right here. Let me take this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm basically...
Don't do it.
So now I've got one less 1963 United States government issue proof set. And the reason that people buy these is that is a absolute brand new, incredible proof Franklin solid silver half dollar that's $56.50. Now, if you look in your, you have your little card, it'll tell you how many coins it is. I think it's about 300-ish, something like that. It's about $3 a coin across the board. And so what you have is you've got these coin sets. And this is originally how they came. And you're going to get it just like the government did. I love this. This is the original government packaging. These are, and say now what's happening? People are starting to call in. Oh, I get it. I'm saving $2,000 over coin by coin. This is the way they send it to you. They literally type your name here and put a stamp on it. Ours came out of the big pack, so that's why you don't do that. Treasury Department of the United States. So the return address is the big building with all the money. Okay, I guess is the Treasury Department in Philadelphia. There's not even like a street address. It's like the big building with all the money. And then here's my favorite part of this, and then I'll get back to the value part. This is the buck slip that came with this when they originally sent this to you in 1963. Your U.S. proof coins have been carefully inspected, then sealed in a transparent envelope, as you see up there. This package was designed to prevent or delay tarnishing or discoloration. Nevertheless, sooner or later, tarnishing may occur. Care in handling and storing will help prolong the newly minted luster of these coins, and direct sunlight is especially harmful. That's why these have not been there. I love this. Do not ask us to make exchanges or adjustments, okay? If there should appear what may seem to you, and I mean, it's like what may seem to you, clearly you don't know what you're talking about, a defect or a scratch on the coins, it is no doubt a crease in the packaging material. We sell you this to save us both unnecessary correspondence. What passes for customer service in 1963? Okay, if what may seem to you there's a crease in the packaging, send it back and we'll give you another one. I mean, you know,
no
it's
arrogance
not what makes
there.
yeah, no arrogance there. Can you, that's the director of the Mint, the superintendent of the Mint at the time. So what you do is you get these coins just like the government made, and that's why just the half dollars, if I can have this back, and I did some breakdowns here, just the half dollars in this. Okay? Just the half dollars in this collection are almost $900. Just the half dollars in here are over $900. Now, let me, I'll put this into a little different perspective. I'm going to walk over here and
So the whole set, so you're saying just the half dollars
are the price of basically the whole set.
Are basically the price
This
of
is the best way to put it. Remember, you're paying $20 a set. This is a set. This is the 2009 United States government issue proof set. This is the largest proof set ever made by the government. You're paying $20 for this, okay? $3 a coin. This is the 100th anniversary Lincoln cent set. These coins sell individually all day long in this catalog, $13.50 a piece. That's $52. Remember, now you're paying $20. $52 for this lens. These are the 2009 presidential dollars. Those are $8.95 a piece. So that is another $36. We're about $90. These are the last years of the state quarters. These are the territorial quarters. Those coins right there are $14.95 a piece. That's about $80. And then you have the Sacagawea golden dollar and the Kennedy half dollars. Coin by coin, you're about $200. You're about $200. Remember, you paid $20. You paid $3 a coin because each set is $20. And people are going, okay, well, that's the largest set. I get that. Okay, we pay $20 a set. Well, let's take the smallest set, which is going to be the 1960 set up here. And if you look at just the half dollars in this, $56.50, these are $29.95, $17.95, basically coin by coin $100 a set. So you're $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 for the first set, coin by coin, for the first 5 sets, because they have 5 silver half dollars, 5 silver quarters, 5 silver dimes. Then add in this set right here is $700. This is another $150. So the first 5 and the last 3 sets is basically $9.99.
Right, so you've checked that box.
We're going to insist that you take everything else in the middle, okay? Some of the rarest of all the Kennedy half dollars right here. And let me put it, this is the easy way, and already a very significant weight in the phone room. People are getting it, you know, if they're starting to call in, so couldn't do that. If you go to hsn.com right now, and we put in our proof quarters set, okay? I think it's 1999 through 2009 proof state quarters, okay? The proof state quarters. It's in a red oak presentation box. Go to hsn.com. We sell that, and those coins come out of here and only out of here. It is just the quarters from here to here. It's $449.95. It is a customer pick. For the last 11 years of the quarters. There we go, right there on .com. $449.95. It is a monstrous customer pick for $449. That's just the quarter.
It's a perfect 5-star.
It's pretty close if it's not. I mean, it is. I know it's tough to see that last star.
Yeah.
That is what I mean by the dirty little secret of coin dealers, because you can break these open and I can get $500, $450 just for the quarters. And then, of course, the Sacagawea golden dollars that are in here, those Sacagawea golden dollars are $200 from there to there.
So beautiful.
So now we're $650 for that. The presidential dollars, another that you're going to see the last 3 years, the presidential first 3 years, that's another $120. How about the Eisenhower dollars? All of the proof Eisenhowers, $224 for the Eisenhower dollars that are in this set. The Susan B. Anthony dollars that you're going to have is another $56. They're going to be in here and only available in here. The quarters, the dimes in here, $235. Let's put it, let me bottom line. The pennies are $260 bucks. The pennies. You get all the pennies, every nickel, every dime, every quarter, every half dollar, and every dollar that the United States government has put in a United States proof set from 1960 through 2009, folks, through 2009. And the pennies are $230. So basically, coin by coin, you're paying $3. In the catalog, the average price is almost $10. So $3,000 coin by coin. You also get all of the original government packaging.
I love this.
That's way down here by our feet. We don't have enough room for that. So remember, you're paying $3 a coin. And like I said, I'm well under 100 sets now. With everybody on the phone, I have about 3 dozen sets. I want to do the Kennedy half dollars on here because they're one of the most popular. So remember, you're paying $3 a coin. So if we start right here just in these little green Kennedy half dollars, this 1994 Kennedy half dollar. And if you look at that coin, for the 1994 Kennedy, on an individual basis, remember, you're paying $3, okay? You're paying $3 for the 1994 Kennedy half dollar. In the nationally advertised catalog, they're going to charge you $22.50.
For that one coin?
Yeah, the 1995 is $46.50. Remember, you're paying $3. $22.50, $46.50. The 1996 is going to be. 1996 is $39.50. The 97 is $39.50. The 1998 is $29.50. The 1999 is $26.50. So you get my point. You're paying $3 a coin, and they average $40 a coin
and you're not
through here.
Sitting here pulling these numbers out of the air. This is, what are you reading?
Well, this catalog right here, this is a nationally advertised catalog. I use it all the time. And one of the reasons is it's been around longer than any. Like I said, literally when I was a 12-year-old paper boy, and I started collecting coins, and I used all my paper money, all $30 a month, this is almost always who I spent it with. That's how long they've been around.
Wow.
Okay, it is one of the most respected places because, and I still buy coins from them, you know, just to kind of see what's going out there because they're cutting edge. And they're one of the few places where, you know, if I want to get Kennedy half dollars, I can do that. And so that's what happens. And folks, here's ultimately what we're coming down to. We're well under 100 of these. We started with about, 130, 140 of them. We're well under 100. I have more people on the phone than I've got sets. And here's what happens. It always waits at the end. And I know, Alice, we haven't done this set before, I don't think, together. So the first 6 or 7 minutes, we sell 0. And that makes, sometimes it makes people nervous. But I get it's a lot of information. And now there's a little wait to get in. We are vastly and quickly running out of these. This is the final opportunity that we have for this at Price Break, because these coins are only available in these sets. So when you look at the 2009 set, which is all 4 of these lenses, and this set that you pay $19.95 for, $19.99 in our set, at coin by coin is over $200. If you want to buy the brand new set, it's $45 for the set. We are going to give you 50 sold out limited editions, including the last 5 silver proof sets made by the United States government, coin by coin, almost $500 right there, for $19.99 a set, which is ultimately what it comes down to. So what's happening is what always happens. As we come down to the end of this, and we have almost 3 minutes, we might give you 1 extra minute on this if we have enough quantity. And here's what happens. 30-day money-back guarantee has probably never been more important. It's going to take you a couple of weeks to work your way through this.
Can you imagine? I can't even imagine the box that comes to your front door. I can't even imagine how this comes.
And we have to pack it, we have to do it, eat. And here's the thing. For me to get 50 sets that we send to you, I probably go through 200 sets. Remember how they talk to you about they may be tarnishing or discoloration or anything like that? We hand select every one of these sets, not only for the quality of the set, but also the quality of the boxes as well. I have only 6 dozen of these sets now remaining, and well over 100 people on the phone. So this is your opportunity. Once again, wonderful 30-day money-back guarantee is what happens here. You get every single one of them in the original government packaging. The other thing to remember, and people are going, well, I've got the Kennedy $half. You don't have these. The only place to get this Kennedy $half is in this set. San Francisco coins have not been made for circulation for nearly 50 years. See, packaged by the U.S. Mint. So if you want a 1995 San Francisco Mint and Kennedy, it's why this coin's $46.50. You have to take this set, literally smash it open with a hammer, you cover it with a towel, and take that coin out. There is the original mint seal that's on every single one of the sets that you are going to get in this collection. That's why every single one of these coins in these sets, well, they have these old, look at these old, that old Franklin $half. Look at that beautiful original 1963
Can't
proof
believe you took
Franklin.
it out of there. Put
well,
it back.
then one less.
Put it back, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, I can't put it back. That's the thing now. It is just absolutely the case. Now, we've got 6 dozen, well under 6 dozen. I have 100.5 people on the phone. Yeah.
Less than 5 dozen.
So we'll give you about 90 seconds. You have 90 seconds, final primetime presentation at Price Break.
Yeah.
Okay, so to save the $200, bottom line, less than $20 a set.
And we just want to give a shout out to Janice, because Janice in Kansas is shopping with us tonight. She bought this set.
Thanks, Janice.
Janice, wait till you get this home and you open that box, and you are going to spend, I mean, at least a week just going through it. I mean, it's history, Mike. It's so exciting to be able to bring the history. Just the writing on it, just the way it's packaged. It's amazing.
Well, how about the Eisenhower dollars?
Exactly.
The United States government has included the Eisenhower silver dollar in 6 proof sets. There were $225 for these 6 coins. They are here, 73, 74. There's no 75, by the way. They did 2 years of bicentennial, and they're slightly different, what we call Type 1 and Type 2. You can tell by the lettering in them, and they're going to be different. The 77 and the 78, those are in there. How about the first 10 years of the Sacagawea golden dollar from 2000 to 2009? Another $200 worth of value. Almost $1,000 in Kennedy $half. The quarters are $735, almost $3,000 value. Buy like a coin dealer, all in the original government packaging. With everybody on the phone, I have maybe a dozen sets, so call and get yours now.
Maybe none. So please, if you're interested, you need to be using express ordering. You still have a chance to get these, but truly now 3 dozen remaining. I have over 100 people trying to get through right now, so please don't miss this. Just like Janice, how exciting is it going to be when this comes to your front door? Okay, listen, we have another little bit of trivia for you. What is the largest U.S. bill ever made? 100, 1,000, 100,000, or is it possible